So, a inevitable showdown actually finally happened, and I got to a point where, when pushed, I guess I don't like to necessarily say you have to push back, but you don't back away. And even though I wasn't in my peaceful mode, I was protecting my peace. And sometimes you do have to stand up and actually fight, yell, whatever it is, to protect your peace. That's the whole point of protection. Most of the time, protection comes with an aggressive mind state, something that is what most people would not consider peaceful, because it's combative, it's defensive. So, in that moment, I would prefer to stay in my peace, but I am grateful that I have my warrior side to defer to protect my peace. I can move forward knowing that what was said, what was done, was absolutely necessary, and it was a last case scenario where this had built up for a while, and it was something that needed to be addressed face to face with another person. That said, I will return to my peace. I have some squats that I'll be doing for my workout to practice some delayed gratification here in just a few minutes. And I'm going to learn from this as to how I can maybe lessen the need to bring the warrior out. But like I said, this had gone on for some time. I'm very proud and pleased that I'm at a point in life where the warrior isn't the first thing that you see. Sometimes you can be aggravated, you can be annoyed, you can be downright angry. All of those emotions are fine. We are supposed to go through that full carousel of emotions because we are humans. But how you practice letting it out. So I've talked to other people. I've just meditated on it. I've exercised through it. I've tried to go through, proper channels, things like that. And today was just a tipping point, and it was gonna come. So I'm glad that it came sooner than later. So I didn't build it up anymore, and nor did the person that I had to have words with let it build up anymore. But again, I've said this in a prior video. I'm a peaceful warrior. You can respect my peace, or you will meet the warrior. And again, no regrets on that. I would rather be, again, in an alliedship with somebody rather than their adversary. But a lot of times you can't control what other people are going to do, and so you can only control what you do about it. So again, I say that to say, don't beat yourself up if you get to that point. Understand that if you've given it all the options that it should have had or could have had, that you could have allowed, if you've gone from accepting and then having to gone into tolerating, and I've talked about this as well. There's a difference between what we should accept and what we have to tolerate. Acceptance is just saying, okay, I understand these things are just kind of how they are, but tolerance is when things are being pushed upon you where you're not able to comfortably operate with who you are, and that's something that you should never be giving away your comfortability. But at a lot of times, again, external forces don't always allow us to do that, so we just have to do what we can about it. I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm sure if you've lived anywhere at any time in human history, you've had something like this, whether it was in elementary school, personal relationships, professional relationships, or just with somebody in traffic. What was your mindset? And again, what was your resolution in the aftermath? Not necessarily because we know, like, if we're mad and we're yelling, things like that will happen to us. But what was your resolution in the aftermath with yourself? Not always with the other person, because a lot of times we don't get to have that with the other person. But how did you come back to peace with yourself? I'm just at a point of knowing that I exhausted every resource before this came to what it did. And again, I have fault in it myself, so I will go back and measure twice and cut once on how I can rebuild and continue to progress as a better me. Guys, I hope this will bring out the ace in your sleeve, advice, comment, experience. So hopefully it'll help me. It can help other people as well, and maybe my words can inspire and help others. As always, I hope this finds everybody in a place or pursuit of total health, mind, body, and soul, and we will see you soon. Peace, love, unity, solidarity.